Hi, my name is Lasara Firefox Allen, and I am here today to speak with you about deprogramming from diet culture. Before we dive into that, I'm going to invite you to visit my website at www.lasarafirefoxallen.com, and you can see what I'm up to, what classes I have to offer. I also offer coaching and one-on-one work. So please go and check out what I have to offer. And if you have any questions, feel free to follow up with me. So we're going to dive in first to the question of what is diet culture, because it is kind of a vague term and some are not as familiar with it as others. So we're going to start with sort of a definition. One of the things that I like to look at when we're talking about diet culture is the fact that diet culture is established by the media and by diet industry. Diet industry, which is basically just diet products, diet companies, etc., gross $35 million a year in the United States alone at this point in time on just weight loss products and programs. This is complicated by the fact also that it is widely known that dieting isn't actually what's going to deliver a healthy lifestyle or a healthy body. So one of the things that is very important for us to figure out how to do as women and as men in this culture as well is to get to the point where we can understand what's being marketed to us. So what's being marketed to us as health is actually not a sustainable pattern. We'll get a little bit more into that in a minute. So right now I'm going to talk about just 4 easy steps, simple, maybe not always easy, 4 steps that can help you to deprogram from diet culture starting right now. So the first thing is that we need to recognize that we are being sold an idea that may not actually be based in truth. And also, even if there are elements of truth in the diet and fitness industry, the thing to remember is that that's not what is actually being promoted. What's actually being promoted is an array of products that are offered as a potential quick fix to a lifelong commitment to health and well-being while living holistic health. So the first thing is to recognize that we're being sold something that is not actually a solution to the problems that we're facing. So many of us may want to lose weight because of actual health concerns, and if so, then that's absolutely you're right, and I encourage you to do what feels healthy to you. But many of us are trying to lose weight based on an ideal of something that we haven't even really considered, like, is this something that I am really interested in adhering to? So many of us have spent our lifetime, like our adult lifetime, spending so much time thinking about our weight, our size, our appearance. And while that is understandable, we are a very sort of appearance-driven culture. What would it be like if all of a sudden you decided that that wasn't worth the amount of time and energy that you've been putting into it for the last, number of years or decades? So I'm going to encourage you to just consider that you're being sold something that maybe you haven't fully examined, and that you're buying into it just by your participation. So that's step 1, is recognizing that you're buying into something. Step 2 is to stop. So stop buying into diet culture. There are some very easy ways to do that. Some of them are to stop buying diet magazines or fitness magazines. Fitness is a term that in our culture has become synonymous with weight loss. So any fitness magazines are going to be very much inundated with the idea of weight loss as the main goal. I'm hoping that through educating ourselves and getting more in touch with our physiologies and with our values around health, nutrition, healthy lifestyles, that we will be able to move away from the concept of weight loss and move into a concept of health. And health is not defined by weight loss. Health is defined by the feeling in the body, by our ability to get things done that we need to get done, our ability to have energy to exercise, and also to recognize that not all of us are going to be able to achieve these things at the same level. Some of us, I experience chronic pain, and so I need to stay in touch with what my body needs, even if I really am feeling like I want to be super motivated to exercise. Sometimes that's really not the best health choice for me, because I have to be aware that if I overexert, that my body's going to have to pay for it later. So my commitment to self right now, as far as health goes, is really to just be in touch with my physiology and my strengths and my capabilities, and to not run over myself in the process of maintaining or trying to achieve optimal health. Which, again, optimal health is going to look different for me than it's going to look for somebody who doesn't experience chronic pain and the conditions that I experience. So I encourage you to examine what optimum health actually looks like for you, and not to just use that sort of standard idea of a certain, weight category or etc. Another thing to consider in all of this is that it's not just about weight categories being kind of arbitrary, which they are. Something to take into account is that as the body mass index and the charts that are in your doctor's office and etc., those are not actually actual numbers that relate to your actual body. Your actual body is unique, and while those may be kind of like a guideline to some extent, it's not an actual thing that you have to be between this weight and this weight to be healthy. Your body is different than anyone else's body, and you're going to know what feels healthy. So finding healthcare providers who are willing to work with you based on how your body operates and what your personal goals are. So you don't have to have weight loss goals if you're feeling healthy in your body, if you're feeling capable in your body. Just step away from the process of really being of buying into this idea that to be healthy you need to be between X and X number of pounds. So another thing that you can do to step away from diet culture, to stop buying in, is to stop watching shows like Biggest Loser, to stop congratulating your friends on weight loss, to stop valuing yourself based on your weight loss or your lack of weight loss, your weight gain, whatever those things might be, to take those out of the equation of personal evaluation, and definitely out of the equation of the feedback that you give to your sisters and brothers, your friends. So to move into really commenting on, wow, you seem like you're really taking care of yourself right now, and I really support you achieving your optimal health, and I'm really glad that you're learning to recognize what makes your body feel good. That's awesome. That's excellent. And also offering that to yourself. So stepping away from that. 3 is to stop doing diet culture. So it's recognize you're buying it, stop buying it, and then stop doing it. So stop doing it, stop dieting. You don't have to stop dieting forever. If dieting is part of what you do to make yourself feel good, I'm not going to say, you can never diet again. Although I encourage you to consider whether that might be a worthwhile thing, to stop dieting. So at least for a little while, stop dieting. Just see what it's like to not diet for a while. If you're someone who is kind of, very into weighing yourself on a regular basis, stop weighing yourself. Put the scale away. Don't weigh yourself on a weekly basis, a daily basis. Go for as long as you can without weighing yourself, unless you have some kind of medical condition that necessitates you weighing yourself. There's no reason for you to be continuing to weigh yourself with the potential of feeling good or bad, or having feedback that's really reintegrating this idea of your value based on your weight. So move away from the scale and stop creating that as the feedback loop that's going to allow you to feel good or bad about yourself, because numbers on a scale don't say who you are. The next step, number 4, is to stop thinking diet culture, and that's the deepest level of deprogramming, obviously, is when we get into our thought process. So some of the thoughts that we have are, I should be losing weight. I should be, that we have a lot of value judgments around whether we're working actively on losing weight, or, we are judging others for losing weight or not losing weight. Many of us are shying away from staying comfortable in our bodies because we're being told that our weight is not in a healthy range, when that may not be true for your body. As I said, your body is unique, and you are going to know what's healthy for your body as you start engaging in actual embodiment and communication with your own health. So the more healthy or even health aware you become, and the less you're judging your health externally or based on numbers on a scale, or the inches, or any of those elements that we use to sort of force ourselves into the mold. The more we step away from that, the more we can actually step into what our bodies need in order to stay healthy. So those are the basic 4 elements of deprogramming from diet culture that I'm offering you today. So to go over it again, recognize that you are buying into diet culture. 2, stop buying into diet culture. So stop buying magazines, diet pills, etc. 3, stop engaging in diet culture. So that means stepping away from things like fitness programs that are actually designed as weight loss programs. So looking for programs that are actually really designed to encourage you to settle into routines that are going to be healthy in the long term, with a long-term plan towards sustainability, instead of quick fix weight loss ideas, which are not going to ultimately deliver you the results that you want. And number 3 is stop doing it. So stop dieting, stop complimenting others on weight loss, stop berating yourself from not prioritizing weight loss, and find healthier ways to engage in your holistic health. So instead of weight loss goals, have activity goals. Instead of encouraging our friends to lose weight, encourage our friends to take walks with us. They're very simple, very pragmatic elements of how we can just totally revamp our whole relationship with health. So be active, be happy, be engaged, be out there in the world doing the things that you love to do, and living a healthy lifestyle is going to be what delivers the benefits. So separating the idea of healthy from the idea of weight loss, because they aren't always the same thing. And often they're not the same thing. Even the short-term goals of weight loss can be actually super unhealthy for us. So moving into long-term visioning, long-term commitments of what being healthy is. And then 4, let go of the ideas that we have around diet culture. So stepping into our power as people, as women and men, and others who are engaging in our relationships with our bodies as the element that we can rely on to let us know whether we are living a healthy life or not. And again, paying attention to the fact that your optimal health is completely specific to you, and no one can know what your optimal health is going to look like. So taking into consideration all of the elements that come together in your life for being comfortably at home in your body, and present in your own process toward health, is what is ultimately going to deliver you the skills, abilities, and the durational capacity, the sustainability factor of being able to really, really live a healthy lifestyle. And again, you get to define that healthy lifestyle for yourself. So those are my 4 steps to deprogramming from diet culture. I do work, as I said at the beginning of this video, I do work with people one-on-one around these topics and other topics as well. I also do group work. I have a program called 21 Days to Body Love, which is very much just about accepting our bodies as they are, which doesn't mean we don't necessarily want to make some changes, but we start from loving this body for what it's doing for us right now. And if you think about it, your body's doing a lot for you right this minute. So getting to the point where we can really love and accept our bodies as they are, and then figuring out if there are areas where we want to create healthier patterns, or make commitments to a more active lifestyle, or conversely really get into our bodies and realize that we're over exercising. So there are all kinds of things that we might learn as we move into acceptance of our physical selves, and from the outside in, like looking at our bodies, we work with body image a lot, and we also work with maintaining and developing and maintaining healthy lifestyle choices. So that's in my 21 Days to Body Love program. You can find information about that at my website, www.lasarafirefoxallen.com. And you can also find information on my one-on-one coaching and mentoring programs. I also have a group coaching program called Sisterhood Coaching Cohort. Again, visit my website, and you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter and a lot of other places too. So I look forward to engaging with you. Please drop me a personal note if you feel inspired to. And otherwise, I hope to see you in one of my programs sometime in the near future. Take care.